What up, guys? Carolina Jackpot coming at you. It's about 6 p.m. or so on Tuesday evening. Carolina Jackpot back in the house after a few days hiatus. Had to wounds, do some soul searching and whatnot, and just took a little break. So the other night, there were a couple of live videos on here, and I tell you, one of them I thought was kind of funny when I went back and watched it. The other one I wasn't so much proud of. I deleted both those, just so you know. Sorry if you didn't get a chance to watch it. But it is what it is. I wasn't very proud of, well, I will say this. As you know, I get excited about these games. I get very angry when my team is not doing well, which has happened more often than not this year. What do you want me to do? You damn run him over? Stupid ass. Sorry. Anyway, there were quite a few curse words involved there, and repetitive use of me using the GD word. And I will say that that's never been something that I did a whole lot of, unless I was very angry or I'm inebriated. And one of the subs had actually commented on one of those videos, and he told me that he enjoyed watching the videos, but he had to tone it down because he and his 8-year-old son watched them. Enjoyed it. And I never really thought about that. I never really thought that a child that young would be watching the Carolina Jackpot videos. I mean, it's never crossed my mind for whatever reason. But apparently one does. So that means more than one does. So we got to kind of clean it up a little bit. Keep it a little more family friendly. I'm not going to say that when I'm watching a game that I'm not going to let an expletive fly, but I'm going to make it a point to not use that term anymore. It's just there's no need for it. There's no it does no one any good, especially me. I was taught better than that, actually. My grandma taught Sunday school for like 59, 60 years, and she's not with us any longer. She died back in 2002, but I could just imagine what she would think of that. She would not be very happy with me. So that's that. Won't be doing that any longer, and I'm going to try to keep it a little bit more clean. But that doesn't mean I'm still not going to make fun of tater shits, and that I'm not still going to run my mouth and get under some people's skin when I'm given the opportunity. Now, I will tonight be recapping last week's picks and predictions against the spread. This batch was pretty dang good. I'm going to say it was pretty dang solid. I don't know what the exact record was, but definitely by eyeballing it, I can tell you that this is probably the best week so far, which is crazy because one of the pick groups I'm in on Facebook, I didn't do so well on, but a couple of games that we were picking weren't on ours that I picked here on Carolina Jackpot for whatever reason. And in that pick'em challenge that I do, I had to pick some of the picks differently than what the teams were I picked on here, because I'm behind the leader by about 6 picks, and I knew what they picked, so I had to kind of pick opposite of them because I'm trying to pick up some ground here. But at any rate, that's that. I will recap that for you later. Just talking about Saturday night's game real quick. Not a lot to say there. Not a lot to say. Not a good performance by the Gamecocks, any way that you slice it or dice it. Now, in his post-game interview, Coach Will Muschamp told everybody how well his defense played. Yeah, and I have the unfortunate duties of telling you, yes, he is still Coach Will Muschamp, the South Carolina Gamecocks right now. He's not going anywhere, and might as well just get resigned to the fact that that he's not going anywhere at all, period, and that he will still be the head coach in 2020. During the summer, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people who said, it doesn't really matter what kind of record that Muschamp has. This is kind of a throwaway season for him. Look how hard his schedule is, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time I was hearing things like this, I was saying to myself, yeah, you know what? There's got to be some kind of accountability somewhere. I mean, you just can't go out and lay a complete damn egg and just be given total amnesty for it because you play Alabama at home and because you play Clemson, who you play every year, and they just happen to be really good and have won the national championship. That don't fly with me. That doesn't fly. That team was totally unprepared on Saturday night. The offense was horrible. It was horrible. Ryan Helinski threw the ball like 60-something times. 60-something times, yet you can only put 15 points on the board. Not taking anything away from him, okay? I realize it's not all his fault. He's got a lot of receiver talent hurt. At one time, we had probably the deepest tight end room in the SEC. Now, we've got like one scholarship tight end on the team. We have Kyle Markway, and that's it. At the receiver position right now, we have Brian Edwards, and, that's it. Josh Vann is hurt. Shi Smith is hurt. He's been hurt. Randricus Davis has been hurt. It's just ridiculous. And it finally came out, he started getting some point-blank questions asked of him at his teleconference after that game. Or it was the press conference after the game. He did some questions asked of him. Why do you have all these injuries? This is a repetitive pattern with you. So this happened with you at the University of Florida, and now it's happening with you here. Why is that? And he made the statement, where are you getting those numbers from? They're facts, sir. They're facts. Point blank. He keeps trying to skirt around everything, and I'm just convinced he's nothing more than a damn liar. He's nothing more than a damn liar. And I would like to sit here and tell you that next year in 2020 that I'm not going to watch if he's the head coach. But I'm going to tell you what, I love my team. I love the university I pull for. I love the Gamecocks, and I don't care if he's the coach next year. I don't care if he's the one coaching them. I'm still going to watch my team. I've had a lot of people, my mom, for one, who's been a Gamecock club member since 1973, who doesn't watch the games like she used to, doesn't go to the games anymore, really. I think she went to a game like 8 or 10 years ago, and that's the last time she's been to one. Goes to some basketball games sometimes. But, my mom's over 70 years old. That's kind of hard on someone of that age to get to those games all the time with everything that's involved in it. And she point blank told me she will not watch any longer as long as he's the coach. And I'm like, really? But I get it. I get why you won't. I get why you won't, and I respect you if that's the way you feel. But I'm still going to watch my team. I'm still going to hope they win. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do. I cannot buy William Muschamp's contract out. I cannot force the university president to make a decision there. I just can't. But I will tell you that this football team is going absolutely nowhere with him as head coach. It's not. It's just not going to happen. I went into this season with a little bit of hope. I went in there with a little bit of hope left. After that Georgia win, I had a little bit of hope left. I'm like, maybe we're going to turn the corner here. Maybe we are. Maybe we're going to turn the corner, but it's not happening. It's not happening. This man is never going to compete for a conference championship. His team is never going to go to a New Year's Six bowl. They're just not. It's not going to happen. His players don't respect him like that. And he's not going to be able to recruit the level of athlete that we need to compete in the Southeastern Conference and win championships. And his coaching staff is not going to be able to develop him anyway. I mean, it's a lost cause. It's a lost cause. And I'm sitting here, it finally came to fruit after that game. And it's not taking anything away from Appalachian State. They're a good football team. That's probably one of the better football teams that we played this year. And I'm just going to go on ahead and say it. There's a large handful of teams in the SEC that Appalachian State would beat. App State would beat Ole Miss, Mississippi State. App State would probably beat Missouri. App State would beat Kentucky. App State would probably beat Tennessee. App State would beat Vanderbilt. And the rest of the teams, they would give a run for their money until you get, to, LSU, Alabama maybe, and those are the ones Florida, the teams I could see probably blowing them out. But, aside from that, they would give everybody a game. And I've gotten a lot of flack from Tater fan about it, too, about South Carolina losing to App State. Let me say this. App State would win the ACC Coastal. Hands down. Hands down. And if you sit there and tell me that they wouldn't, you're just football dumb. Or you're just a Gamecock hater or whatever. You're just dumb if you believe that they would not sit there and win the ACC Coastal this year. So, there's that. And it's just, it's not the fact of who they lost to, it's how they lost it. It's how they lost it, falling behind by double digits, having to try to make some furious comeback. It just came up that short. It was just sickening. And what was even more sickening, if you saw the picture that I posted on my YouTube community page, was the crowd at that game. The crowd at that point in time. It was sad. Sad. It says this is the crowd. This is the scene as South Carolina is trying to drive for a winning touchdown against App State. And I actually had someone who commented on it that was a Gamecock supporter maybe, and said, well, it was kind of cold and it was really a boring game. And yeah, it was boring because our team wasn't competing. Just sad. It was sad and pathetic. But you know what? I'm still going to be watching. I'm still going to be pulling for the team. This Saturday, Texas A&M, another game that, it would be winnable with a healthy team, a healthy roster, but we don't have a healthy roster. Will Muschamp's already told us who is going to play and who's probably not going to play. Talking about Shi Smith and Tavian Feaster, both probably not going to play again, according to him. But that doesn't mean anything because he doesn't like to tip his hat to the media. And like I said, he's already proven himself to me to just be a big liar anyway. But I can't blame him for not wanting to tip his hand to the media. But at the same time, I don't know. I want to wring his neck. I can't. Every time I just see his picture anymore, see him anywhere, I just scroll on past it. I don't even look at the guy anymore. I really don't. It just makes me sick. But that's that. I will be recapping the week, 11 picks against the spread tonight for you. And we'll be doing those for week number 12 here in the next couple of days as well. Looking forward to it. There's also the playoff rankings that come out tonight. I firmly think LSU is going to be the number one team in the country, probably then followed by Ohio State, Clemson, and number 4 is really up for debate. That's up for debate. A lot of people think it's going to end up being Alabama, and they're not too happy about it. I could care less. What difference does it make, right? It's just something for people to complain about. But I think that, honestly, if you're looking at it, I mean, I think Minnesota deserves to be number 4 over Alabama. I mean, they beat a team that is ranked, that was ranked in the playoff top 4. So there's that. I think they deserve it, but they won't. They won't give it to them. They will put Alabama higher than them. I can almost guarantee you that, and they'll probably put Georgia higher than them as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But I will see you guys later. Just wanted to let you know where I've been, and appreciate it. See y'all later. Peace. I'm out. Go Gamecocks.